All right, court is calling 2024 CR.
Here we go, folks. Another day, another docket. Dora Bravo steps up, and right away the court is diving into some serious legal housekeeping. But don't let the calm tone fool you. This case is more layered than it looks.
011954 State versus Dora Bravo. Can I have parties announced?
Megan Galloway for the state.
Michael Bellable for Miss Bravo.
And are you Miss Bravo?
Yes, fine.
I'm going to need you to keep your voice up one so that I can hear and so the court
Yes,
reporter
ma'am.
can hear. Thank you.
Mhm.
Counsel, have you received all discovery in this case and did you review it with your client?
Yes,
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Bravo, did you review the application for deferred adjudication with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, probation, there's an application in this case. Ms. Bravo, did you review the true bill of indictment?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
yes, we do.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Bravo, did you review court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Your charge is possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram. That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. By entering that plea, you are giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able?
Notice that moment. The court checks if the defendant has any defenses. This isn't just a formality, it's a key question to assess if she fully grasps her situation or if there's more to the story. The answer, a calm yes, but things are about to get more complicated.
to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
I believe she does.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes,
Ms. Bravo, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Ma'am.
According to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at an $800 fine. State recommends community supervision, deferred adjudication. They're taking in consideration 2025 AL 005470. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
yes,
State?
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand? Counsel, are there be any such motions?
no, ma'am.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 2 years. There be a TAP evaluation, community service restitution hours, no contact with Roberto Avalos Jr. and JCPenney stores, the life skills course, and the anti-theft course. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State, any evidence?
State offers states one in attachments.
No objections.
All right, state, you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in, the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes,
Anything you would say on behalf of your client?
We just asked the court follow the recommendation from the state.
All right, are you employed?
Um,
How do you support yourself?
My boyfriend,
Who's your boyfriend?
Pedro
Pedro who?
Diaz.
And what happened to Roberto Avalos?
What do you mean? What happened to him?
I mean, you were in a car with him. Is he no longer in your life?
No, he's incarcerated, but nobody stated that I was dating him. I was just getting a ride from him, ma'am.
All right, did you know him before you accepted a ride from him?
Yes, I did.
All right, and how did you know him?
Friend of family.
Do you have any children?
I do.
What are their ages?
He is 15.
And who is the 15-year-old with?
He is with his uncle and his guardian,
And when you're drug tested today, what are you going to be positive for?
Maryland.
And what else?
Um,
Now,
Boom meth, that just changed the tone entirely. The judge is clearly trying to balance fairness with accountability. And when a defendant admits to using meth 24 hours ago, that's a red flag that screams crisis in progress.
that's not just about it. Do you want to get drug tested today? So here's the thing. I'm trying to set conditions for you so you'll be successful on probation. In order for me to do that, you need to be honest with me. All right? So if you use before coming to court, that's not a violation of your probation because you were not on probation. So what are you going to be positive for?
drugs,
Well, I wasn't with you. So what type of drugs?
the kind that for methamphetamines.
All right. So when's the last time you used meth?
24 hours ago.
Okay. Do you have any family support?
Yes. Concerned, yes.
All right. Who's supporting you as far as someone you can go to help you maintain your sobriety?
My brother,
Your brother?
my oldest brother.
Okay. When's the first time you started using?
In 2017.
Okay. All right. This is what the court is going to do. There's going to be 800.
This sentence structure is what you'd call a conditional hope shot. The court is setting boundaries while offering Bravo a path out, but with strict terms. No kids, no healthcare, jobs, no funny business. It's a tightrope slip once, and it all comes crashing down.
$100 fine. That will be probated. 3 years deferred adjudication. Proof of employment within 30 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. There's to be no residing with minors. Taking consideration 2025 AL 005470. There's going to be 100 hours of community service restitution. Once parenting is completed, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. There's to be no contact with Roberto Los Jr., no contact with J.C. Penney stores. Counsel, I'm not going to do the anti-theft course because I think the theft course is related to the drug issues. And I think if that problem is solved, then there'll be no need for the other. But I am going to recommend the life skills course. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, in custody. There's to be a TAP evaluation, follow recommendations, and also a referral to felony drug court. Probation is, and field visits, one time per month for 6 months. Probation, is there anything else? All right, did you review the trial court certification of defendants' rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. We can go off the record. This is why you're going in custody. You are extremely high today. And if I allow you to walk out of here, what's going to end up happening is you're going to use more meth,
No.
and who knows what will end up happening. You may get some bad drugs.
Why
but-
couldn't you give me the benefit of the doubt? I just got out on bond. I'm trying to change. I'm doing what I'm.
I know this is going to help you. All right, thank you.
How long am I gonna be gone? When am I-
All right, court is calling 2025 CR 003315 State versus Melissa Gonzalez. Can I have parties announced for the record?
Zach Dunn for the state, Your Honor.
David Andrew Woodard for Ms. Gonzalez.
And are you Miss Gonzalez?
Yes, I am.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
I have, Judge.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Gonzalez, did you review the application for deferred adjudication with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, I did.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Judge.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Your Honor, the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense, a Class A misdemeanor.
Any objections?
No, Your Honor.
Did you review the admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, I did.
All right, the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of assault causing bodily injury as family violence. That is a Class A misdemeanor. The range of punishment is up to a $4,000 fine and up to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail. Did you understand?
Yes, I did.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, I did.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent. Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
She has, Judge.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
She does.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
She is, Judge.
Ms. Gonzalez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, I am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, I am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of assault, bodily injury, family violence. They're recommending deferred adjudication. This is run concurrent with 2024 CC 740127. We're taking in consideration 2024 PF 22550, and there's an affirmative finding of family violence. Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to be designated as primary custodial parent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that to be your plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense is at the plea?
It is, Judge.
State is at the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 1 year and there be no contact with the complainant. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, I did.
Then to the lesser included offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State, any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. State offers states 1 and attachments.
No objections, Judge.
All right, and state, have you spoken with the complainant?
Your Honor, the complainant has indicated their lack of cooperativeness with the district attorney's office.
All right, thank you. You may be excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Did you review the stipulations with your attorney and the waivers?
Yes.
Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call and the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence States Exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing States Exhibits 1.
And now, Melissa Gonzalez enters. Her case, assault family violence. The DA drops it to a lesser charge. But don't miss this. The finding of family violence stays. That sticks. That's not just a legal note, it affects custody, gun rights, and the rest of her life.
On in attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you apply for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We are, Judge.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
We just asked the court to follow the recommendation, Judge.
All right, so what's going on in your life? Why are you doing this?
I have a problem with alcohol, but I owned up to it, and I did take some classes, some rehab classes, and currently on my second DWI, but I'm learning from my mistakes. And I also was on CPS, and to this day I can't even see my daughter because my dad I can't even be around my dad, so I can't even be around my daughter. CPS case got closed, thank God. I just want to be back with my daughter. I missed her whole kindergarten year, and I just want to be back.
But see, here's the thing, part of being clean and sober, when you're learning from things, you got to own up to your role. It's
Exactly.
not like, these were not mistakes, these were choices. I have yet to meet somebody who said, you know what, my intention is to go out and drink and get intoxicated. Nobody ever says that because nobody ever thinks they're going to pick up a DWI, but it happens because people don't plan. But people do make choices to drink, right? And then this whole thing with your father, you should probably be grateful that there was somebody there to take your daughter in. Because if it wasn't for your father, then your daughter probably would have been taken in by a complete stranger. And I used to do CPS cases, and you know what ends up happening? That family is supposed to be there. The foster family is supposed to foster your child.
This part hits hard. The judge is reminding Gonzalez and the audience that kids in foster care aren't just case numbers. They're vulnerable, and one bad choice from a parent can change everything. It's tough love, but it's real.
Until you're back on your feet. But usually what ends up happening is the foster family falls in love with the child, right? And they want to keep the child. And then based upon your actions and what you've been doing, your parental rights could have easily been terminated and your child would have been adopted by complete strangers because they love small, young children, right? So instead of saying it's your father's fault, that's what you make it sound like it's your father's fault. You can't see your child. It's not. It's yours.
Right.
Yeah. And I will tell you right now, until you get your life in order, yeah, your father needs to protect your daughter. Maybe if you get your life together and show your father that you're doing better, that you're not drinking, that you're maintaining your sobriety, maybe I'll consider lifting the no contact order and maybe he'll consider allowing you to see your daughter. But right now, you got to get yourself together. So you only have the one child?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Are you employed?
I am.
What do?
I'm a cook at Twin Peaks.
Oh, okay. See, people come and they say they cook. Then my question is, what is your specialty there? What are you cooking? I've never been to Twin Peaks.
We have all kinds of things, steak, shrimp, salmon, pizzas, wings.
If I were to go there, what is something that I should just say, hey, this is what I'm ordering?
Depends on what you like. I mean, me personally, I would go for a steak.
All right. So I'm gonna have to go to Twin Peaks and order steak. And if it's not any good,
On me.
all right. If it's not good, I'm gonna be like, hey, Melinda Gonzalez told me to order this. I was gonna do the shrimp, but okay.
Or the shrimp and chicken is good.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna try it. I'm always interested in when people say they work at different restaurants, what I should try. All right. So where you are today, not gonna where you're gonna end up. We're all on a journey to improve ourselves, right? So you still have a chance to be in your daughter's life, but you're gonna have to do your part, okay?
Exactly. Yes, ma'am.
All right. It's gonna be 1 year deferred adjudication. There's an affirmative finding of family violence, regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Off the record for a moment. And to your note, she doesn't have to come back if you all have done everything. All right, back on the record. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, proof of employment within 30 days, no employment as a home healthcare provider or with minors. There's to be no contact with the complainant. That's Rudy Gonzalez. This will run concurrent with 2024 CC 740127, taking consideration 2024 PF 22550. There's going to be 80 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once you completed those, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. Field visits 1 time per month for 2 months. And then do a TAP evaluation out of custody, follow recommendations. Are you doing any sober support meetings?
Sober support? Yes, my family.
All right. How often do you do them?
Every day.
All right. So we're going to do 60 sober meetings in 60 days. Probation, is there anything else? Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
No, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, I did.
Because this is plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? Because there's an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. I want everyone to be successful on probation. If there's an issue, let your probation officer know about it. If you feel they're not addressing it, you can always come back to court and address it with me, all right?
Thank you so much.
All right, good luck to you. I'm gonna try that steak.
Thank you.
All right,
Have a
bye-bye.
good day.
Thanks,
Thank
Judge.
you.